Well, she's known as a trailblazer. Retired Judge Denise Langford Morris has had a lifetime of firsts, most notably the first African-American and first female dean of the Oakland County Circuit Court.
Now, she may be retired, but she's not done doing what she loves. Our Mara McDonald recently spoke one-on-one with Judge Langford Morris, and Mara, she just got a really big surprise celebrating her accomplishments.
That's right, Karen, and a whole lot of people managed to keep that surprise, and they wanted to come out and honor, essentially, what is one of Detroit's original power women. Let me show you.
Planned for weeks and no one spilled the beans, hundreds keeping the secret from Judge Denise Langford Morris, a celebration of her lifetime of achievements. What did she do? Everything.
My dad was the one that wanted to be a lawyer. And my dad always told me that you can do and be whatever you want to be.
Not only would Victor Langford's girl become a lawyer, she became the trailblazing variety, the first black prosecutor hired by then Oakland County prosecutor L. Brooks Patterson.
But as it turned out, when I walked in L. Brooks Patterson's office, there wasn't an African-American secretary, clerk, lawyer, boss, no one.
It didn't faze her.
Because my parents always had friends of all races. And if you met my mother, you probably wouldn't know that she was black. My mother looked like a little old Jewish lady, but she was the blackest woman I know. And so she encouraged us to be welcoming and to know that people are people.
Her mother, Plenty's activism in the 60s and 70s made her daughter fearless and empathetic.
She took me to march with Dr. King. She took me to NOW organization meetings in downtown Detroit, to Irma Henderson's Conference of Concerned Women meetings.
Before becoming a lawyer, she was a social worker protecting the elderly and children. She knew she could do more and enrolled at University of Detroit Mercy School of Law. She was so well regarded in Oakland County, she was sought after in private practice. But billable hours is not what motivated her. She went on to become an assistant United States attorney and then got the call from Governor John Engler. He wanted to appoint her to the Oakland County Circuit Court bench, the first black judge in the county.
Well, I was welcomed. I knew the judges because I had practiced in front of them.
Getting an appointment is one thing. Winning an election is another.
I said, I am going to win. I'm going to do everything in my power. The governor gave me this opportunity. I'm the first African American on the Oakland Circuit bench, and I'm going to win. There's no other option.
She won her race in 1994 and every race after, becoming the first female dean of the Oakland County bench, all the while remaining active in a multitude of causes and organizations, including the University of Detroit Mercy Law School, where she volunteers her time.
Wouldn't that be unfair to those like the petitioner?
Her impressive career isn't why the students wanted her portrait to hang on the wall, but the time and care she has spent on them over the years. After 30 years on the bench, Langford Morris retired. Judges have age limits. 2 days later, she was blazing a new path at JAM, the largest private mediation firm in the world. She's using her judicial muscles, just in a different capacity.
I feel that I want to work as long as I'm able. I never want to not work. In fact, if you hear that I'm not working, I want you to come and check on me because something is wrong.
Have you always been task-oriented? I asked those who are close to Denise to tell me why they love her, and it has nothing to do with accomplishments. What I was told over and over again is because she fills up others and challenges them to do more and to be more. Karen, Kimberly, back to you.
Omar, I sat down with her before and talked. Her energy, I mean, you just fills a room. She's really so impressive. I do have a question, though. You mentioned her parents, obviously huge influences and support in her life. But what's her advice for those younger students today that may not have that type of experience in their household?
Well, she says two things. Number one, you surround yourself with the best, people of integrity, people in skill. And number two, don't ever let yourself be controlled by fear.